What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy 𝗃𝘂𝗋𝗄𝘀, and welcome back. Now, before we get started, I want to prime you. I want to get your brain set on something because I want you guys to pay more attention. I want you to watch a little bit more of the video because you may start watching and then your mind will drift away and you go somewhere else. Now, we keep in mind that these are training videos, but I do like to entertain you, to keep you engaged. But what I want to do to prime your mind, I gotta ask you a question. Now this is not a trick question. This is a really good question. Just bear with me. The question is this: you throw away the outside and you cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and you throw away the inside. What did you just eat? Now, I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to think about that, and I'm going to introduce what we're going to be doing in this tutorial. This tutorial is a special tutorial. Again, it's for permission from my entrepreneur, and his company name is 𝗃𝘂𝗋𝗄𝗋, and I'm going to be introducing him a whole lot to you guys because this is a very special student. And it's a big story behind it. We're going to get into the details about it. But he gave me permission to upload this because this is a training. This is a specific training session for him and for his company. And he allowed me to, do this for you guys. And, because he's an entrepreneur. So, he's paying specifically for, deeper insight education and stuff like that. Right. But anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you guys, or show him the approach that I go. My approach to coming up with logos, professional design logos for different companies and things like that. There's different approaches, but this is going to be for not a corporate company, but a business company. Nothing local or small, mediocre, but it's a business company. But it's not corporate like Ford or nothing like that, because there's a whole different mindset that goes into that. But anyway, did you guys come up with an answer? What did you eat? I'm gonna ask the question again. You throw it away. You throw away the outside. You cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and you throw away the inside. Did you figure it out what it was that you eat? Corn. You eat corn. Now, was you able to figure that out? Now, there's a reason why I came up with that question, because there's something that I'm doing to you, and I want you to try to figure out what I'm doing. It's very important because it goes a lot into this thing that I'm doing, the tutorials that I'm doing, the way I'm educating you guys. Now, I got another question I'm gonna raise in a few seconds, but I just want you to think about that for a minute. Think about how you stopped, you paused, you had to figure it out. Some of you guys may have already heard that question. Some of you guys may have figured it out. If you did figure it out, consider yourself a super intellect. If you was able to figure it out, you was a super intelligent being, all right? But for the most part, it's very important that we understand how the mind works, so that when we get our education on and when we get our training going on, we kind of know what's going on up in there. And that can help you discern or decipher if you can learn fast or slow, or like what's really working for you, what works for you, what can accelerate your learning. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to ask you one more question. And what we're going to do, I'm going to answer the question in the next couple of minutes within the tutorial that I'm going to be teaching, this logo tutorial. The question is going to be answered. So if you cannot come up with it before I give you the answer, I'm going to ask you the question again after a few minutes of the session. And I'm going to reveal to you what the answer is, but you got to be able to pick it up or catch it within the dialogue that I'm gonna be saying in the tutorial. So you got to really be paying attention, because y'all know I'm a nut bag in a fruit basket in a nutcase, right? I didn't take my medication today. I don't need it. You dig? So make sure y'all pay attention to the next words that I say, because I'm going to reveal the answer to this question in the words in the tutorial. So I'm going to be not only educating you, entertaining you as well, all right? And waking you up. I'm gonna be waking you up. All right, so let's have some fun. So what we dang, is you gonna do it? You gotta ask the question. So here's the question, fam. Check it out. You in the bathroom with stone walls and a door. You start to run the bath water when the handle comes off and there's no way of turning off the tap water. The door is locked on the inside and out. There's no windows, and the room will soon fill, obviously the room will fill with water and flood you, and you will drown. So how can you save yourself? So my intellect, y'all gonna peep it out. Matter of fact, just leave an answer right in the comment before y'all even finish watching the tutorial. Just start, you know what I'm saying? If you find out, as a matter of fact, we 5 minutes and 41 minutes into the session. So if you know the answer before I give it to you, make sure that, I think, do it. It don't say what time you gave the answer, so I'll know if you knew the answer before I gave it to you. Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward and pay attention to the next words that I'm gonna be saying in the tutorial, and you will find the answer. Let's see if your subconscious will help you find the answer. Anyway, on to business. So this is what I wanted to do with my homie from 𝗃𝘂𝗵𝗲𝘀 Picasso. So check it out. He's a very talented artist, extremely talented. Only within a few sessions, personal, one-on-one sessions, just like literally 2 or 3 sessions, he was able to go from 0 to 100 real quick. I'll show you some of his work later, but right now I want to do something special that he wanted me to do. He wanted to know what my approach was. He already know how to do logos and things like that, but he wanted to know what my approach was. So I figured I'd share it with you guys, courtesy his permission. So what I like to do, so the idea, I can't put it all the way out there because this obviously is just disclosed information, but he got to come up with a logo for a spa, a lady's spa. I guess I'm gonna give it a felonious name. We're gonna call it the specialized, the secret touch. We'll call it the secret touch. And what the company wanted was a silhouette of a lady with a towel wrapped around her head and a towel wrapped around the body, and she wanted the person to be a silhouette of the person to be sitting on a steamed chair with eyes closed and very beautiful eyelashes. I guess, some close-up eyelashes. Oh, with the eyes closed. All right. So like a beauty look. So how I would do it is, first, we'll go to File, Create New. I would make sure that the resolution is going to be at 300 for printing purposes. Now we can always shrink it, but for printing purposes. And then I would do the width and height at maybe 1200. So width and height at 1200. Okay, pixels. All right, and then I will begin my whole entire thing there. So the first thing I like to do is go get inspiration from Google. So what I like to do is, the first thing I'm gonna do is type up female logos. And it's only to get inspiration, just to get a feel for how things look, a feel for how things work, and the approach that I would take when coming up with a logo. So we hit images, and this will just kind of give me some ideas. So what I'll do is I'll keep in mind what she want. There's a full body image. I'll click that. I'll be like, okay, I'm digging that. So I'll copy that and I'll paste this into, I'll place it. I'll place it into the page. Oops. Okay. So if I copy it, if I copy it, I can't place it because it's not already on my computer. I have to paste it. All right. So let's paste it. Okay. Boom. Okay. And go from there. Okay. So the next thing we can do is look for some other plugs, some other designs that we can plug up in here. You feel me? So let's find something that we can plug up in here. I like that full body right there. I kind of like this because, you know why? Because we can actually see the face. We're thinking about a full body. Now, even though she said that she wanted to, wait a minute. Even though she said she wanted to, the person to sit on a spa. Let's see here. Let me look at these notes again. Silhouette. Oh, okay. Towel on the head. Okay, a towel wrapped around the body. On a steam chair. Okay. All right. So we may want to look up after we get a few different ideas here. I like this eye there, right? But she want the eyes closed. Remember that? So we gotta unthink that, right? We gotta unthink that. Look, woman only. Peachy. Okay, I see you. Okay, oh, here's a good one right here. Unique beauty. So I like this, right? Because again, she speaks something about having the eyes closed with the eyelashes. So this is something that I would pick out. Now, even though I may not use it, it gives me inspiration. So let me click that. Yeah, I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna copy that. And let's just copy the image. And let's plug it up in here. Bam, bam, paste. Okay. So we on to something. We got a little something. Now we're not going to use these, right? We're just going to use it as inspiration. Okay, sorry about that little pill snap up. Okay, maybe we should go. Let me see. Find something else I can pull. What else can I pull here? I kind of like that. Y'all thinking about that question I asked y'all earlier? Did y'all pick up on any hints? Let's see where your brain work at, nephew. Oh, here goes something right here. Let's pull this up. Okay, all right, right there. Ooh, look at that. I'm digging that. Let's pull that. We're gonna pull that here. Let's copy that image. We're gonna paste it. We're going to paste it there. Okay, cool. All right, so here, let me pop that up there. Okay, so we're going to work generally with this eye here. Okay, all right, so it look like we kind of safe here. Let me see that. There's a dream time. Okay, little logo, little thing you got to pay for. All right, whatever. Okay, cool. So now let's do something. Let's do this, fam, because again, we keep in mind that she's in a spa. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to come up with a logo, maybe let's say a silhouette of a girl in a tub, or let's see, silhouette of a girl in a tub, or let me see, spa. Let me see, silhouette of a girl in a tub. Okay, all right. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Not tub. You know why? Because it's a spa. Spa and tub is different. So let's look up spa logo. Spa logos. And in particular, girls, right? So let's say female spa logos. Okay. So we see, now look, check that out. You see, we got silhouettes here. We got sitting there, you know. And what did she say? She said she wanted the thing. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot about the towels wrapped around the heads and the towels wrapped around the bodies. Okay. Now we're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna stop this, and I'm going to see if you was able to pick up those questions that I asked. So we having a little bit of fun while we being educated, while we being brainstormed too. You see what I'm saying? You working the brain muscles. I'm gonna force y'all to get it. I'm gonna force y'all to think, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to be awake. We got to start waking up in the game, right? Okay, so let me see here. We gotta have a silhouette of a lady sitting on a hot spot. Now, okay, here's something right here. My hand is a spot logo. Okay, so how can we do this here? Let me copy that. Now, T, do that mean that we got to copy, you know what I'm saying, like do exactly with it? It depends. It's all up to you. But I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do. I'm going to show you my approach, and then you can do what you want to do afterward. But it's just still good to have an understanding of what's going on. You keep in mind that although we're coming up with different ideas, that's pretty much... Here, let me go ahead and kind of erase some things around here, just to kind of open some things up. Okay, we got that. Let me go ahead and remove this background here. Okay, just so we can have a little bit of space. Zoom in on that. Okay, so we almost there. So she got to be sitting on a hot tub with a face with the eyes showing. You know what I'm saying? There's two different options. There's a body, you know. So the face got to be big enough, the body got to be big enough, and then the name of the logo. Now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna come up with the name too. Now let's go back to our question before we continue on with this. Were you able to figure out how to save your life? So I'm gonna ask the question again. Hold 1 second. You're in the bathroom with stone walls and a door. You start to run the bath when the handles come off and there's no way to turn off tap water. The door is locked. There's no windows. The room is going to fill, the room is going to flood. The room will fill the flood. The room is going to be filled up with water and flood, and you're going to drown. Okay, I know I sound retarded, but bear with me, fam. How do you save yourself? Now, if you was paying attention to the tutorial, you will know. And I've left hints all over the place, right? So let me give you the answer. You simply pull the plug from the tub, fam. So you're just gonna go ahead and drown. All you had to do was just unplug the plug, fam. That's it. Just unplug the plug, man. Let the water go down, man. Then start banging on the door, scream for help. Oh man, who got it, man? Raise your hand, leave a comment, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you get it, man. So we're going to continue on with this session, but I'm doing this for a reason. I'll explain to you guys in the end of this session so you can really understand fully what's going on. Because I really want to teach you, and I really want you to learn. But it's something that I've learned recently, and I really want to share it with you. And I think it's very, very powerful, and you can also use this in your own work, and you can use it in any way you want. You understand? All right, so we're going to go ahead and move forward, and just stay tuned because I got another question for you guys, because I'm gonna blow your mind with this information I got. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and start piecing this together. So now what I would do here, now check this out, we're going to reconstruct this entire thing. All of this information that I pulled up is only for reference purposes only. I'm not going to use none of these things. I'm only using it as a reference. All right, so let's remember that. So it's either going to be her head. So let me go ahead and first let me delete the background on her. So let me select that layer and select that and just hit delete. And that way I can make it all opaque. As you can see, I'm making it opaque here. And then let's select this, and we'll just click that and make all that opaque. Okay. And looks like we need to do something to that. What is that? Where's that from? Oh, that's right there. Okay. So let's get that, select that, delete that. Okay. So now let me show you what I would do. And this is fairly simple. So we got her body. We got her head or her head. So what I'm going to do is shrink her head and somehow place it over there somewhere. And again, it's as a placeholder. It's a rough mock-up, right? It's a rough mock-up. So let me zoom in on that, and let me take this head off altogether. So we'll run that, and then we'll cut that. All right. Delete, and then let's take this beautiful head layer, which is something that she wants in particular, and let's trace around that. Going to delete that, and let's somehow kind of just arrange it around there. We see obviously it's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? The head shouldn't be like that, but we'll make whatever adjustments we need to make. Like for example, maybe we could tilt her, tilt the bottom part, right? Something like that. You see what's happening here? Now maybe this body might not work so good. That's okay though. We keep in mind that we're only putting together ideas. All right, we're going to perfect it later, and whether that is to redo the entire thing or to just fine tune what we already got, but it will be worked on. Okay, so let me deselect. So we got that. Right now, that is what it is. Let me see how this head look. She's a sister, so not a sister, but a sister, right? She's a sister. So let's go on and get sister, and hold Control cut, Control V paste, and let's remove this head, and let's shrink that head down. Right? Okay, that look like that might suit a little bit more, right? But it's okay. It's all right. It's not exactly ideal, right? But you know, we getting there. We on to something here. All right. Okay, so maybe this is pushing me forward, right? This is letting me know, okay, that kind of work, but we might can get more, find some other bodies, right? Now, in particular, I don't want the face to be white and the body to be black, because what's going to happen is it's going to send mixed signals and mixed understanding. Now, if the whole entire thing was a silhouette, that would be different. But the reason why I don't want to do it like this is because we don't want to confuse the lookers, the viewers. You know, what do that mean? Black, but you know, what's going on? So we can do something like, let's select the inside of that. Let's put the tolerance kind of high, right? So let's put the tolerance like on 200, 222, and select the inside of that. And let's make a so how can we do this? What I would do is probably, here, let's do something like this. Here, let's make a backup copy, right? And we'll close that out. And let's take our selection tool and drop it, because what I'm trying to do is create an outline. So we would contract it, and let's contract it like maybe 3 pixels, and let's see how that looks. Okay, we got a little outline. Let's contract it a few more pixels here. So let's contract it maybe 2 more. Okay, look like we got a little outline, but see, we might be missing. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that. All right, so we got a little outline, but now what happens is we're missing the inside of that, and what we might can do is probably make a little curl there. Let me see, a curl there, then a line down there. So we can take our, here, let's turn that black. Let's get us a little brush here. And this was in my last tutorial that I just showed. Let's select a solid ball. Let's make sure that this ball is the size of the line that I want to make here, which is going to be maybe 3 pixels wide. And then let's click this, and let's go ahead and make a little pen curve here. Hold Control so that we can move this around, and then let's make another line here, right? And then let's, with that selected, let's right click, and then we'll make a stroke path, and then we'll make it brush with the simulated pressure. And if we hit OK, we should have made a line. Yeah, we did. We made a line. Okay, so we can see that the outside is a little dirty, but we're gonna fix all that up. We keep in mind that we're only coming up with a rough draft. A rough draft idea. So we got that. I probably would remove the black here on the neck. So let's go ahead and work on that now. Let's see, we get the eraser tool. Look like we got a wide brush on that eraser. Shrink down the brush here and just something like so. Okay, all right, and let's see where the other line is. The other line is right there. So let's make another line. Same concept. Get the pen tool, get the brush, and look like we got the appropriate size. So let's go ahead and make a little line from here. Oops. Let's we need to deselect that path. So delete that path and create a new one. So we click here, and click here, and we'll just bubble it out so we can see that it's clearly a female's curve. And then right click, stroke path, brush pressure, hit OK, and then remove it. Okay, so we see we got a little silhouette. Now, as far as all of these other things, again, there's a lot of different ways we can clean all of that up. So we're not going to worry about cleaning that up right now. We're just going to worry about if that concept will work for what we're trying to do. Just right click, delete that path, let's zoom out. So this is okay, right? And let's see. So I would try to discern which is the better face here, that one or this one. So let's put this on top and put that on top, and we'll mute back and forth until we find the right image here. Okay, so the proportion on her head is not really matching the proportion on the body, but that's okay, right? It's all right. Let's delete all of this other stuff so we won't get distracted by what we're seeing on the board here. So let's delete that. I like the wisteria here. I like the way the wording is, so we'll keep that in mind when we're coming up with the text for this particular font. We just remove that. And as far as what we're going to go with as far as the face, I really do like her face. I do like her face. It's kind of neutral because it can be any race, any race girl. This is going to be strictly a sister. We pretty much know, but we do know that we can go with Chinese, we can go with Italian, we can go with white, we can go with black, we can go with a lot of different looks with this one in particular. So I would probably just stick with this just because it's probably more universal, for lack of better words. Okay, all right. So I hope I don't get in trouble by Bye, everybody. Everybody touchy nowadays. So what you trying to say, brother? You don't like the sisters, that whole thing. But anyway, fam, you know what I'm saying. You know how we get crazy. All right, so that's okay, but we need to do something else. Give me a second. Okay, fam. After I examine a few things, there's a few more things I want to run by you guys, and but I got a question for you to keep you engaged. The question is, what does not live but can die? What does not live but can die? Now y'all go ahead and leave the answer in the comment box, or y'all can wait and catch a clue while your homie Grand Tizzle drills it in. So y'all gotta pay attention to get this answer. All right, so what I decided to do, fam, see the answer is right there. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but what I decided to do was do a little bit more research, and that is to come up with some more silhouettes. So I'm not really liking that one. I think we can find something else. I think we can find something better. I like this one, but again, her head is turned from behind, okay? So I like this one because we could put the towel, but again, it's from behind. So they're really good, but what that does is it sparks an idea for even more. So that one. Okay, so if you somewhere near an artist, like I'm an artist, Concrete Picasso, he's an artist. So when we see stuff like this, we know that we can easily kind of sketch an idea, but sometimes you still need some inspiration. So what I decided to do was dig a little deeper. So I looked up vector images, woman vector image sketches, right? So not necessarily sketches, but I know that I'm going to get not a silhouette of a woman, but more of a sketch of a woman. So what this is going to do is going to kick off some other inspiration, because it's all about inspiration, fam. We put these logos and designs and ideas together based on how we inspired or what inspired us, and a lot of times you get inspired from just doing a little bit of research. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just doing a little research. We may not find what we're looking for, but we can be inspired by what we see. So when I see this one, for example, in particular, I'm like, that's closer to the spa look. And then if I keep saying SPA over and over again, it recharges my battery to let me know, oh, it kind of like give me a spark. It like jumps, you know, like it gives me a jump. I'm like, oh, why don't I look up SPA images in particular? So let me see if I got that somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Give me a sec. There we go. So this really gave me the majority of my inspiration. But before we go there, here, might as well show y'all what I actually found here. I found this, and I actually liked it, and I already dragged it over here so I can show you here. And we're going to remove this, and we're going to pull up that one right there. And that was from what I saw here. Now again, we may not keep it, but we're getting a little bit closer to an idealistic look that I want to put on my logo, right? And again, like I told him, I say what I normally come up with is 3 to 4 different designs, because one is not always going to be that one. I'm going to have my favorite. Your client is going to have their favorite, but when they have 2 to 4 different options, it helps them to hone in and to know that this is the one that they want to go with. You also want to give them enough variety for them to know, well, I ain't really got to look no further. You see, you don't really want to run them off. You want to keep them, right there, right? So with that being said, we go back to, I have this, I'm kind of halfway there. And then I pull up this, and this is going to give me the rest of the inspiration that I need. Now again, she wanted a towel wrapped around the head, so we got to remember that. Also, what I find here, and then the towel wrapped around the body, so we keep that in mind. But the other serenity looks that's kind of surrounding it, so we're going to pay attention to that, and we're going to add that to the spa feel. Here we see a stutter shock image of the woman with the towel wrapped around her head, but again, it's from behind, so we don't, we can't put emphasis on the front. But right here, this gives us a good general idea like that. Here's another one. That's a really good concept right there. We can actually work with that. But we want to remember that if we're not looking for an image, we're looking for a logo. So logos act different. Logos is in a different family. All right, so we keep that in mind. So I see here that I like this here. See the towel, beautiful eye, and I'm almost honing in. I know for a fact that I'm going to find closure here, something right here. So that's nice. I'm liking that. You get to see her face, her body. But she can't be in a bikini. We want her to be in a towel. Now we can wrap a towel around anybody. So we're not really gonna put a lot of emphasis on finding an image with a towel. We really want to put our emphasis on finding an image that comes as close as possible to what the client wants. So we'll do some continued search. Now I've seen something. We're gonna go back to it, and I'm gonna run something by you real quick. This is cool right here. I like that, but it looked too cartoonish, and we don't want to, but I like that idea and I like that concept. Now, so we can actually kind of keep this in mind as we moving forward. I'm gonna keep this in mind. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna copy it and paste it inside of here, and I'm gonna show you what we can do with that later. Okay, and then let's go back to this. We keep in mind like little flowers, things like that. Now let's double back. I seen something and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. That is the logo font, text, or structure. This is really good here. All of these looks, right? So we can derive a concept from this here, right? So now we're looking at this, we look at this, and we somehow formulate or come up with a look, design around that, right? So this is an idea. This kind of gives us direction, not a lot of direction, but it gives me enough inspirational direction. You'll see how we're going to utilize these concepts shortly. All right, and what's cool is that these are templates. They don't belong to nobody, so you're not going to have to worry about stealing nobody's idea or anything like that. This is only a visual concept of what you can do yourself. It gives you visual layouts and visual ideas. All right, so keep that in mind. It's all part of the inspiration. You're trying to look for something to inspire you. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. But did you find the question to the, or should I say, I've been gave y'all the answer. I gave y'all the answer, so I'm going to give y'all another hint. I need to get some other inspiration. I need to jot some ideas, you know what I'm saying? I need to jumpstart some ideas here. So I'm going to continue to look and see if I can get inspired, see if something can spark something in me. And by now you should know what the answer is. So I'm gonna ask the question again. What does not live but can die? Now I really gave it away. Like here's something really nice. I really gave it away, man. Like I super duper gave it away to y'all. Ooh, that's a really good one. You can see her face, her eyes closed, the hair, the towel wrapped around her, the little silhouettes, and that's a really good one. I'm actually copy that, and we're going to paste it here, and we're going to really actually come to grips with that one here. Okay, so the answer is a battery. A battery don't live, but it can die. Now y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably like, that's square, bro. Batteries do live and then it die. No, it don't, man. Batteries don't live, like, you know what I mean, but it can die. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why y'all gotta make life so difficult? All right. The question is, did I keep you guys engaged? I hope I did. And if I didn't, then I got to come up with something else, man. I got to find a way to educate you guys, but also keep you engaged, man. Dang, y'all are so difficult, man. Not y'all. We so, you know what I mean? Like we want everything fast. Okay. This is nice here. This is really nice. Real nice right there, brother. All right. Again, concepts, ideas, where they doing this at? They tripping now. See, YouTube is not even, they ain't even about to post this, man. I ain't even mean to do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna end the session now because I can't give away all the information. You gotta be a VIP, man. But I did want to show, but I will show you the end result of what I came up with right now. I'm gonna keep this short and move on to some other things for you guys. But I did want to share this with you and just kind of give you some ideas on, you know, how to make money and, you know, how I come up with logos in particular. Here's another good idea, things like that. We're just going to fast forward to the end result. I'm going to continue to work. If you want to get into detail, if you want to learn more, fam, y'all know where y'all can go. Come on over and join me at todaysbees.com. Become a VIP member. If you really want to go crazy, join the entrepreneurship, and you get the dialogue with me. Call me. We can talk back and forth. I got some of my entrepreneurs. I stay on the phone with them all day long. They get clients. They call me, T, I need to know this, man. How do I do that? Should I take that job? Should I turn that job down? You know, different things like that. And they get up and running immediately. So I ain't gonna speak. I'll let them leave some words in the comment areas and things like that. They'll let you know how we do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really here to really help. You know, to seriously help, to seriously assist you guys. And, you know, if you're not in a position to join VIP, no VIPs, you still gonna learn the game. You still, you know what I'm saying? You can still count on your homie Grand Tizzle. You know I'm gonna hold you down because this is what I love to do. If you want me to dedicate more time to you, then come on and join us over VIP, and you can get my personal information. You actually already got my personal information, but you know, you get to call, dialogue, and we get to kick it. We get to talk and grow and share each other's passions and you know, really walk you through step by literal step to, you know, get you to where you need to go. All right, I know y'all come. Oh, there. Look at that. Okay, fam, as you see, here is the 4 total designs, and you've probably seen it already, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm late, my heart don't go, so. But anyway, these are the 4 ideas that I came up with. Again, the reason why I like to use 3 to 4 at least is because this is the primary one that I really want to push and promote, but this gives them contrast. This allows them to really know, you know what I'm saying, what direction they really want to go in. And it gives them enough variety. Again, it keeps the other developers away because they got a good enough variety to be able to choose. So you kind of lock them in by giving them a variety. You give them a few knockoff ideas. Like to me, this one right here is a kind of a knockoff idea, you know, because we already really got that and we got that. So that's different, that's different, that's different. But this is kind of a copy of something that's already been done and wasn't a lot of emphasis put into it. Yet it's still a logo. You can still put it on the shirt, still put it on the hat, still can be stitched in, this, that, and the other. The only thing that I can say is the color. Try to avoid color when you're doing it because you don't want them to have to you know, fuss about that, because that can get fussy. It's a long story behind that, but it can just get fussy when you use more than one color. So keep that in mind. Try to stick with solid colors as much as possible. Make it look as beautiful as much as possible, and you will be good to go. So anyway, you seen me putting this together. I took a real image and then I stroked it along and came up with something very simplified, and you know, was able to come up with this one. So this is a unique, all handmade. All these other ones was ideas kind of put together from vector files and, you know, things like that, image files and things, stock files. All right, so this is my approach. This is this particular style. There's different styles. There's a corporate style. You would come a totally different way with corporate, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's a science behind them. There's a method behind the madness of corporate logos. Okay, and even though it's very, very simple, like if you think of a Nike sign or you think of a Chevrolet logo, you may think it's simple, but it's not as simple as you think. And we will get into the method, the madness of it. Now, if you really want to dive into those type of details now, go on over to today'sbeats.com, become a VIP member. But if you want to wait around, I will be bringing the tutorial showing you and talking about the deeper parts of it. This is where the money at, you know what I mean? And don't think, you know, because you could charge somebody from $20 to $100 for these type of logos, but the same type of logo for a corporation can be thousands upon thousands of dollars, especially if there's going to be a trademark. I mean, it can get crazy. It can get very ugly real quick. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to share this information with you guys, show you how I put it together, my approach. And it can give you some ideas on how you can put it together yourself, or at least it can open up your train of thought and your creative. It can get your creative juices flowing. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, and I know this was long enough. And make sure that you pay very, very close attention to the following tutorial, because the following tutorial, that's going to be part 2 of this, is going to show you how to turn these bitmap files or JPEG files into vector files. That's very, very, very important. All right, you want to learn how to turn these JPEG files into vector files. When you do that, you're able to present to them, you know, t-shirt designs and, you know, hat logo designs, all kind of stuff. Like, you can really offer them a lot of things when you convert these JPEGs into vector. And you want to do that as early in the process as possible, because that's where the money at. Converting some people will have logos and they need them converted, and they don't even know how to do it. So make sure y'all pay very close attention to the next tutorial so that you can learn how to convert these into vector files. Thank you. I hope I had you guys engaged. I hope I was able to keep you engaged. If you made it this far, I did a good job. If you haven't made it this far, you're not even hearing me now. Which means I need to try a little bit harder. All right. So I try my best to keep them short. Fact of the matter is, some things just can't be short. You know, it is what it is. I mean, you can't build a house in a day. You know, just take time. That's it. You can't cook chicken in 1 minute. You gotta let the meat cook, fam. So that's just that's the nature of tutorials. That's the reason why we put up speed tutorials and then these ones, long-winded. because you got some people that I just want to see how you're doing it. I can figure out the rest. And some people can't do that. Some people you really have to sit down and talk and walk them through it. So that's really what I'm trying to offer. I'm really trying to offer both. So just keep that in mind, fam. All right, let me get out of here because I'm running out of things to say. I'm wasting your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Till the next time, I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Peace.